This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our free NFL pick show here for Sunday, October 27th. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, my premium plays, click that link in the description. That'll take you to my page here at Tony'sPicks.com. So let's get you this pick here, Let's get you the picks here as we get ready here for the first game here on the board. Eagles and Bengals NFL pick here for Sunday. Philadelphia tight end Dallas Goedert and right guards are out. Their defensive starter is healthy. Cincinnati receiver T. Higgins is questionable with their starters on defense healthy. Philadelphia improved to 4-2. A 28-3 road win at the New York Giants. The Eagles gained 339 yards, 269 rushing for 6 yards a carry. Defensively, they held the Giants to 119 yards, 4-3 passing on 29 attempts. Jalen Hurts 10-14 passing for 114 yards and a touchdown. Cincinnati is 3-4 with their 21-14 road win at Cleveland. The Bengals put up 223 yards, 59 rushing for 2.4 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 336 yards to the Browns with 259 yards passing on 52 attempts. Joe Burrow here, 15-25 passing for 181 yards with 2 touchdowns. Philadelphia has a slight injury advantage, but both teams have injury high scores in the Tellez ratings. The Eagles' offense on the road averaging 175 yards rushing per game with 5.5 yards per rush. They are completing 67% of their passes away from home. On defense, they hold foes at 57% completion rate, 5.6 yards per pass attempt on the road. Cincinnati is putting up good numbers in the passing game at home, but their defense in their home games allows 70% completion rate with 8 yards per pass attempt. Eagles 3-2 in their past 5 as a road underdog. Play here will be Philadelphia here plus 2.5. All right, next up we have here Cardinals and Dolphins NFL pick here for Sunday. Arizona right tackle Kevin Beachum is questionable. On defense, tackle and corner are out. Receiver Hill is questionable for Miami. On defense, and end and nickelback are out. Arizona improved here to 3-4 with their 17-15 home win to Chargers on Monday night. The Cardinals posted 326 yards, 181 rushing for 6.2 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed the Chargers 395 yards, 59 rushing for 2.7 yards a carry. Kyler Murray goes 14 of 26 for 145 yards with a touchdown and pick. Miami drops at 2-4, a 16-10 road defeat to the Indianapolis. The Dolphins gained 337 yards, 188 rushing for 4.7 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 384 yards to the Colts, 155 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. Tyler Huntley here, 7 of 13 passing for 87 yards and a touchdown. Tua is expected to return from injury for this game. No clear injury advantage here based on the Dr. Chow ratings. Arizona rushing for 5.2 yards a carry and getting accuracy at the quarterback position with 67% completion rate. Defense has been an issue for the Cardinals, but they showed improvement in that win against the Chargers. Miami rushing for 4.1 yards a carry with struggles with accuracy and efficiency at the quarterback position. Dolphins averaged just 11.7 points per game. They're at home. The Dolphins defense allowing 26 points per game in their past 3 games. And we're going 11 points per 7 over their past 3 games here. Is that the numbers for the Dolphins? Look at Dolphins defense giving up 26 points per game over that span of 3 games. And over that period of time, they're giving up 4.7 yards a carry on the ground. Arizona 8-5. The spread as a road underdog of 7 points or fewer. Play will be Arizona here at plus the 4.5. All right, next up we have for you Jets and a Patriots NFL pick here for Sunday. New York receiver Lazard is doubtful with their right guard out on offense. Their right tackle is questionable. On defense, both safeties out. New England receiver Polk is out with left tackle and guard questionable. On defense, both ends, a corner and safety are questionable. New York improved to 2-5 with their 37-15 road defeat to Pittsburgh. The Jets posted 323 yards, 54 rushing for 3.6 yards a carry. On defense, they gave 409 yards to the Steelers, 260 passing on 29 attempts. Aaron Rodgers here, 24-39 passing for 276 yards with a touchdown and 2 interceptions. New England has a mark here of 1-6 after their 32-16 road defeat to Jacksonville in London. The Patriots put up 295 yards, 38 rushing for 3.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 364 yards to the Jaguars, 171 rushing for 4.4 yards a carry. Drake May here, 26 of 37 for 276 yards and 2 touchdowns. And New York has a clear injury advantage based on the channel ratings. The lowest rated unit here is the Patriots offense, 75.9 injury rating. The Jets offense is the healthiest here, 89.4 rating. The Jets in their past 3 games running for 4.2 yards a carry. Their defense over this period of time allowing 3.8 yards per rush, only 58% completion rate. The Patriots defense trended poorly against the run over their past 3 games, allowing 185 yards for 5.1 yards a carry. At home, the Patriots averaging just 5.1 yards per pass attempt, 56% completions. New England 1-8 to the spread as a home underdog of 7 or greater. Play your New York here, -7. Falcons and Buccaneers, NFL pick here for Sunday. Atlanta fullback is out with their center questionable. On defense, a safety is doubtful. Tampa Bay receiver Evans and Godwin are out. On defense, their nickel back is out. Atlanta has a record of 4-3 with their 34-14 home defeat to Seattle. The Falcons put up 369 yards, 155 rushing for 4.8 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 339 yards to the Seahawks with 236 passing yards on 29 attempts. Kirk Cousins here, 24 of 35 passing for 232 yards with a touchdown and 2 picks. Tampa Bay fell to 4-3, a 41-31 home defeat to Baltimore. The Bucks gained 481 yards, 125 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. Defensively, they surrendered 508 yards to the Ravens with 244 rushing for 8.1 yards a carry. Baker Mayfield, 31 of 45 passing for 370 yards with 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Atlanta has a slight injury advantage based on the Dr. Channel ratings. The healthiest unit here is the Falcons offense with an 89.3 rating. Atlanta offensively on the road averaging 175 rushing yards for 5.3 yards a carry, including 66% of their passes for 7.8 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they allow 5.9 yards per pass attempt on the road. Tampa Bay runs effectively here, 5.1 yards a carry, 70% completion rate, 7.4 yards per pass attempt. But defensively, they're giving up 5.3 yards a carry with 66% completion rate for 254 yards a game. Both run defenses have struggled. Since the Bucks do not have a clear advantage over Atlanta in the running the football, we'll have to put the check mark here on the visitor. The Bucks 1-7 of the spread at home, facing a team that averages 5.65 yards per player greater. Player will be Atlanta here minus the 2.5. Titans and Lions NFL pick here for Sunday. Tennessee quarterback Will Levis questionable. On defense, a linebacker and right corner are out. Their nose tackle and left corner are questionable. Detroit receiver Williams is suspended. On defense, both ends are out. Tennessee fell to 1-5 with their 34-10 road defeat to Buffalo. The Titans gained 289 yards, 89 rushing for 3.7 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 389 yards to the Bills, 315 passing yards on 33 attempts. Mason Rudolph, 25 of 40 passing for 215 yards with a touchdown and a pick. Detroit now 5-1 with their 31-29 road win at Minnesota. The Lions put up 291 yards, 144 rushing for 5.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 383 yards to the Vikings with 244 passing yards on 27 attempts. Jared Goff, 22 of 25 passing for 280 yards with 2 touchdowns. Tennessee here a slight injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow injury ratings. Both offensive units have ratings over 90 though. The Lions defense has the lowest rating at 77.1. Levis has been limited at practice, so it looks like Mason Rudolph will draw the start. The Titans are rushing for 4.3 yards a carry and completed 64% of their passes. Their defense in their past 3 games allowing 4 yards per run with 61% completion rate, 6.3 yards per pass attempt. The Lions offense at home rushing for nearly 5 yards a carry, 74% completions, 8.6 yards per pass attempt. Detroit defense in their past 3 games allowing 5.7 yards per run, 67% completion rate. 2 healthy offenses here. The Titans 4-1 the over on the road, facing an offense that averages 350 yards per game or greater. Detroit 15-7 the over in their past 22 at home. The play here will be on Tennessee and Detroit over 44.5. Packers and Jaguars NFL pick here for Sunday. Green Bay center questionable. On defense, a tackle and linebacker are questionable. Jacksonville running back Etienne is questionable. A linebacker questionable on defense. Green Bay 5-2 with their 24-22 home win to Houston. The Packers put up 277 yards, 82 rushing for 4 yards a carry. On defense, they gave up 197 yards to the Texans with 55 passing yards on 21 attempts. Jordan Love here, 24 of 33 passing for 220 yards with 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Jacksonville sits at 2-5. A 32-16 victory in New England and London. The Jaguars gained 364 yards, 171 rushing for 4.4 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 295 yards to the Patriots with 38 rushing on 15 carries. Trevor Lawrence, 15 of 20 passing for 193 yards and a touchdown. Green Bay has a slight injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow ratings. The Packers offense is the healthiest unit with 91.8 rating, but the Jaguars have high injury ratings on both sides. The Jaguars offense has shown improvement in their past 3 games as they're rushing for 4.5 yards a carry, 74% completions, 8.6 yards per pass attempt. Green Bay passing offense on the road is completing just 56%. And on defense, allowing 66% completion rate. Green Bay 1-5 the spread as a road favorite of 3.5 to 9.5 points. Play Jacksonville here plus the 4. Colts and Texans NFL pick here. This one for action on Sunday. Indianapolis starters on offense and defense are healthy. Houston receiver Collins is out. On defense, a linebacker and safety are with the linebacker questionable. Indianapolis moves to 4-3. A 16-10 home victory to Miami. The Colts posted 294 yards, 155 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 337 yards to the Dolphins with 188 rushing for 4.7 yards a carry. Anthony Richardson here, 10 of 24 passing for 129 yards. Houston drops to 5-2, a 24-22 road defeat at Green Bay. The Texans put up 197 yards, 142 rushing for 4.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 277 yards to the Packers, 195 passing on 33 attempts. C.J. Stroud, 10 of 21 passing for 86 yards. Houston has a slight injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow ratings. Both offenses have high ratings with low ratings on each defense. Indianapolis in their road games rushing for 4.8 yards a carry with 62% completion rate, 6.3 yards per pass attempt. The pass defense has shown some improvement the past 3 games. The Texans home rush for 3.6 yards a carry with efficiency in the passing game, but they are allowing 5.1 yards per carry at home. Houston 2-5 the spread at home against the division. Play Indianapolis here at plus the 5. Ravens and Browns NFL pick Sunday. Baltimore receiver Flowers is questionable. On defense, a corner is out. Nickel back doubtful and end is questionable. Cleveland quarterback Watson out for the season. A left tackle is out with the right guard questionable. On defense, a linebacker is questionable. Baltimore improved to 5-2, a 41-31 road win at Tampa Bay. The Ravens gained 508 yards, 244 rushing for 8.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 481 yards to the Buccaneers with 356 passing yards on 45 attempts. Lamar Jackson, 17 of 22 passing for 281 yards with 5 touchdowns. Cleveland now 1-6, a 21-14 home defeat to Cincinnati. The Browns posted 336 yards, 77 rushing for 3.7 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 223 yards to the Bengals, 59 rushing for 2.4 yards a carry. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, 11 of 24 passing for 82 yards. Jameis Winston here also played in relief, 5-11 for 67 yards and a touchdown. Baltimore has a clear injury advantage here as they have a high Chow injury score of 90.5. This is the lowest rating. The lowest rating is the Browns offense at 70.3. The Ravens offense in their past 3 games running for 5.9 yards a carry, completing 70% of their passes for 10.2 yards per pass attempt. They have had issues defending the pass by giving up 71% completion rate for 8.2 yards per pass attempt. The Browns running game is producing over 4 yards a carry, and in their past 3 games, 65% completion rate. They're rushing for 4 yards a carry in this span. Winston at quarterback today for the injured Watson. The Ravens 12-9 in the over on the road. Play Baltimore and Cleveland over 45. Bills and Seahawks NFL pick here for Sunday. Buffalo starters are healthy on offense. On defense, a linebacker out. Seattle receiver Metcalf is doubtful with a corner questionable. Buffalo improved to 5-2 with their 34-10 home victory to Tennessee. The Bills gained 389 yards, 74 rushing for 3.7 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 289 yards to the Titans with 89 rushing for 3.7 yards a carry. Josh Allen here, 21-33 passing for 323 yards with 2 touchdowns. Seattle 4-3 with their 34-14 road win at Atlanta. The Seahawks picked up 339 yards, 103 rushing for 4 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 369 yards to the Falcons with 155 rushing for 4.8 yards a carry. Geno Smith here, 18-28 passing for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. No clear injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow ratings. The healthiest unit is the Bills offense with 92.8 rating, but the Bills defense has the lowest rating at 78.6. Buffalo on the road is rushing for 4.4 yards a carry with 6 yards per pass attempt. Their defense has been poor away from home, allowing 5.3 yards per rush with 69% completions, 7.4 yards per pass attempt. Seattle has rushed for 4.6 yards a carry at home, 68% completions. They are giving up 142 yards rushing home, 5.2 yards per carry, 64% completions. Their defense has been trending poorly over their past 3 games. There is rain in the forecast here as well, but still the play will be Buffalo and Seattle over 45. Saints and Chargers, NFL pick here for action on Sunday. Carr is doubtful for New Orleans with their left guard out. Their defensive starters healthy. LA receiver McConkey and tight end Disley questionable, with receiver Johnson doubtful. On defense, 2 linebackers are questionable. New Orleans drops at 2-5 after their 33-10 home defeat to Denver. The Saints gained 271 yards with 97 rushing for 4.6 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 389 yards to the Broncos with 225 rushing for 6.4 yards a carry. Spencer Rattler here, 25-35 for 172 yards. LA fell to 3-3, a 17-15 road defeat on Monday night to Arizona. The Chargers put up 395 yards, 59 rushing for 2.7 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 326 yards to the Cardinals with 181 rushing for 6.2 yards a carry. Justin Herbert here, 27-39 for 349 yards. LA has a clear injury advantage based on the Chow ratings. New Orleans offense has the lowest rating at 79.2 with the Carr injury and center. Plus receiver Shaheed hitting the IR. The Chargers offense in their past 3 games rushing for 2.9 yards a carry and producing just 16 points a game. Their defense surrendering 5.5 yards a carry with 6.6 yards per pass attempt. New Orleans defense has gotten healthier with the offense putting up 26 per game on the road, 4.2 yards per run. LA 4-6 to the spread as home favorite. Play New Orleans here +7. Bears and Commanders NFL pick here for action on Sunday. Chicago starters are healthy on offense. On defense, the safety and nickelback are out. Washington quarterback Daniels is questionable with their left tackle out. On defense, an end is questionable. Chicago improved to 4-2, a 35-16 home victory to Jacksonville. The Bears gained 373 yards, 152 rushing for 5.2 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 278 yards to Jaguars with 68 rushing for 3.4 yards a carry. Caleb Williams here, 23-29 passing for 226 yards with 4 touchdowns and a pick. Washington 5-2 after their 40-7 home victory to Carolina. The Commanders posted 421 yards, 214 rushing for 5.8 yards a carry. Defensively, they surrendered 180 yards to the Panthers with 85 passing on 18 attempts. Jaden Daniels, 2 of 2 passing for 6 yards and left with a rib injury. Marcus Mariota went 18-23 for 205 yards, 2 touchdowns in relief. Media reports have Daniels showing signs of play, but missed 2 days of practice and limited on Friday. He will go through warm-ups and will be a game-time decision. Marcus Mariota is the backup. Chicago has clear injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow rating. Their highest score is the Bears offense, 94.2. Each unit for the Bears has an injury advantage here. Bears offense has shown improvement, 4.3 yards per rush, 74% completion rate, 8 yards per pass attempt over their past 3 games. Their defense in this period allowing just 5.9 yards per pass attempt. Commanders defense gave up nearly 5 yards a carry, 70% completions, 7.2 yards per pass attempt. Play will be Chicago -1. Panthers and Broncos NFL pick here for action on Sunday. Carolina receiver Johnson out with Andy Dalton doubtful. Their right end and right tackle are questionable. On defense, the safety is out with an end and 2 linebackers questionable. They have key defensive players on the IR as well. Denver right tackle is questionable. On defense, the safety doubtful. Carolina 1-6, a 40-7 road defeat to Washington. The Panthers put up 180 yards, 95 rushing for 4.1 yards a carry. On defense, they surrendered 421 yards to the Commanders, 214 rushing for 5.8 yards a carry. Andy Dalton, 11 of 16 passing for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young starts for Andy Dalton, who was injured in a car accident. Denver 4-3 with a 33-10 road victory at New Orleans. The Broncos gained 389 yards, 225 rushing for 6.4 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 271 yards to the Saints with 174 passing yards on 39 attempts. Bo Nix, 16 of 26 passing for 164 yards. Young lost the job due to ineffectiveness. The Broncos have a massive injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow ratings. Carolina rating is very low at 65.6 with Denver at 86.1. The lowest rating is the Carolina defense at 60.8. The Broncos defense has the highest rating. The Panthers in their past 3 games allowing 38 points per game with 4.7 yards per carry, 70% completion rate for 8.7 yards per pass attempt. The Broncos offense in this span rushes for 5.5 yards a carry with 6.4 yards per pass attempt. With the defense playing well, play here will be Denver minus the 11. Chiefs and Raiders NFL pick action here on Sunday. Kansas City receiver Smith-Schuster out. They have key receivers on the IR, and Pacheco is out for the season. Defensively, their end is out. Las Vegas receiver Myers is questionable with their right guard out. Of course, they did trade Adams away. Quarterback O'Connell on the IR. On defense, a linebacker is questionable. KC now 6-0, a 28-18 road win at San Francisco. The Chiefs gained 329 yards, 184 rushing for 4.7 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 410 yards to the 49ers with 209 passing yards on 31 attempts. Patrick Mahomes, 16 of 27 passing for 154 yards and 2 interceptions. Las Vegas moved to 2-5, a 20-15 road loss at the Rams. The Raiders posted 317 yards, 122 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 259 yards to LA with 115 rushing for 4.1 yards a carry. Gardner Minshew here, 15 of 34 passing for 154 yards and 3 picks. KC has a slight injury advantage based on the Chow ratings. The lowest rating is the Raiders' defense with key players hitting the IR. The KC offense on the road rushes for 4.2 yards a carry with only 6.2 yards per pass attempt and putting up 22 points per game. Playmaker injuries have impacted scoring. Defensively away from home, they're allowing 7 yards per pass attempt. Las Vegas offense at home running for 4.1 yards a carry with 65% completion rate. Over their past 3 games, Raiders defense is allowing 5.9 yards per pass attempt with 63% completion rate. Play will be Las Vegas here, plus the 10. Cowboys and 49ers NFL pick for Sunday. Dallas starters on offense are healthy. On defense, an end is out with linebacker and corner questionable. San Francisco receiver Jennings is out with receivers Samuel and tight end Kittle questionable. Ayuk and McCaffrey are on the IR. On defense, a nickelback is questionable. Dallas drops to 3-3. A 47-9 home defeat to Detroit. The Cowboys gained 251 yards, 53 rushing for 3.1 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 492 yards to the Lions with 308 passing yards on 27 attempts. Dak Prescott here, 17 of 33 passing for 178 yards and 2 interceptions. San Francisco fell to 3-4, a 28-18 home defeat to Kansas City. The 49ers put up 310 yards, 101 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 329 yards to the Chiefs with 184 rushing for 4.7 yards a carry. Brock Purdy, 17 of 31 passing for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns. Dallas has a slight injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow ratings. The healthiest unit is the Cowboys offense with 92.1 injury score. The Cowboys defense has a low score of 74. The 49ers passing game has struggled in their past 3 games, 57% completion rate, with the defense allowing 5.8 yards per rush. The Cowboys run defense has been good over this period by allowing 3.5 yards per attempt. Getting points in healthy Cowboys offense really hard to pass on here. Play Dallas plus the 4.5. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, my premium plays, click that link in the description. That'll take you to my page here at Tony'sPicks.com. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. You really help our channel. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.